My beloved soul, listen carefully. Something has shifted in a way you were not prepared for, and deep within your spirit, you felt this moment coming long before your mind could understand it. There is a truth unfolding around your soulmate right now. Something that may shock you at first, something that may stir confusion, even disbelief. But stay with me, because what you are about to understand is far deeper than what your eyes can see. Your soulmate has just welcomed a child into this world. And when you begin to question who the father is, you may feel your heart tighten, your thoughts race, your emotions rise like a storm. But do not jump to conclusions. Do not let fear speak louder than truth, because this situation carries a divine meaning that has been hidden from you until now. Stay with me. Your love story is about to reveal something you never expected. If this message speaks to your heart, comment I receive this love, like this video, and subscribe for more.
There was a time when you questioned everything. You wondered if this connection was real, if it was one-sided, if maybe you imagined the depth of what you felt. Nights where you felt alone, even when their presence lingered in your thoughts. But what you didn't know is that during those same moments, your soulmate was fighting an internal battle they didn't know how to explain. They felt you too, but fear, confusion, and timing kept them silent. And tonight, something inside them is breaking open. A truth they tried to suppress is rising to the surface, and they can no longer ignore it. Do not leave yet. Your soulmate's truth is being revealed. God is speaking into this connection right now. This is not coincidence, this is alignment. Ecclesiastes 3:11 says, "He has made everything beautiful in its time." And tonight, the timing begins to unfold in a way you could not have planned, but your soul always knew was coming. Your soulmate is beginning to understand why they couldn't move on, why no one else felt like you, why your absence felt louder than any presence they tried to replace you with. They are realizing that what they walked away from was not ordinary love, it was divine. You see, separation was never meant to destroy this connection. It was meant to reveal it. In the silence, in the distance, in the unanswered questions, both of you were being transformed. You were learning patience, self-worth, emotional strength. And they were learning what it truly means to lose something real. There is a quiet regret growing inside them now. Not loud, not dramatic, but deep. The kind that keeps them awake at night. The kind that makes them replay moments with you, wishing they had chosen differently. Stay with me, because what they are realizing right now is about to change everything. There is something they haven't told you, something they didn't even fully admit to themselves until now. They tried to act strong, detached, unaffected. But the truth is, your absence created a space in their life that nothing else could fill. They thought time would erase you, but instead, it made you clearer. It made your importance undeniable, and tonight they are facing that truth fully. No distractions, no denial, just raw realization. You may have felt a sudden shift in your energy recently, a moment where you felt emotional without knowing why, a pull toward them that felt stronger than usual. That is because your souls are aligning again. There is a spiritual reconnection happening, even before physical contact. God is guiding both of you back toward the same path, and your soulmate, they are starting to feel it intensely. If you stay, everything about this connection will soon make sense. They are thinking about reaching out. The thought has crossed their mind more than once. They have typed messages and deleted them. They have imagined conversations with you, wondering how you would respond, wondering if it's too late. But something is changing tonight. That hesitation is weakening. That fear is losing its grip. Because the truth is becoming stronger than their doubt. This connection was never random. It was designed. Every delay, every misunderstanding, every moment of silence had a purpose. It was shaping both of you into the versions of yourselves that are ready for this kind of love. A love that is not based on convenience, but on truth. A love that does not run from challenges, but grows through them. Do not scroll, because what is unfolding right now is your divine timing in motion. Your soulmate feels your energy even in silence. Even when you are not speaking, they feel your presence. It shows up in unexpected moments. A song that reminds them of you. A memory that hits them without warning. A feeling they cannot explain but cannot ignore. And tonight, that feeling is stronger than ever. It is guiding them. It is pulling them. It is waking them up. There is also something you need to understand. This delay was not rejection. It was protection. There were things that needed to be healed, patterns that needed to be broken, truths that needed to be revealed. And now, those pieces are coming together. Your soulmate is no longer the same person who walked away or stayed silent. They are evolving. They are becoming aware. And that awareness is leading them back to you. You are not forgotten. You were never replaced. You were always the one they compared everything else to. And tonight, that comparison ends. Because they are no longer searching for something new. They are realizing that what they were looking for was always you. Stay with me, because this is only the beginning of what is about to unfold in your love story. There is a quiet moment happening right now. A moment where your soulmate is sitting with their own thoughts. No distractions, no noise, just truth rising inside them. And for the first time, they are not running from it. They are feeling everything they once avoided, every memory of you, every emotion they buried, every word they wish they had said, and it is overwhelming them in a way they cannot ignore anymore. This is not just remembrance, this is awakening. Something inside them is finally aligning with what their soul has always known. That you were never just someone who passed through their life. You were the one who changed them, the one who touched something deeper than they ever expected. Stay with me, because something even more powerful is unfolding right now in their heart. They are starting to understand your silence. The distance that once confused them now makes sense. They see the moments where you pulled back, not because you didn't care, but because you were protecting your heart from being hurt again. They see your strength differently now. They see your love differently now. What they once took lightly, they now feel deeply. And this realization, it is not gentle. It is hitting them all at once, like a wave they cannot escape. Do not leave yet, because your soulmate's hidden feelings are rising to the surface in ways they can no longer hide. There is regret in them, but it is not the kind that destroys, it is the kind that transforms. They are not just wishing things were different. They are starting to become someone who can make things different. This is the shift. This is the moment where change begins from within. They are questioning their past choices, replaying conversations, seeing where fear controlled them, where pride made them silent, where confusion led them away from you. And now that same heart that once hesitated is beginning to soften. God is working within them, quietly, patiently, guiding them back to the truth of this connection. You may not hear their voice yet, but heaven is already moving pieces into place. Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it?" And this new thing is not just in your life, it is in theirs too. They are being changed from the inside out, prepared for something real, something lasting, something they once were not ready to hold. If you stay, you will begin to understand why everything had to happen the way it did. There is also something they have been hiding from themselves, a truth they didn't want to admit because it made them feel vulnerable, exposed, uncertain. But tonight, that truth is clear. They love you, not in a passing way, not in a temporary way, but in a way that stayed even when they tried to walk away. And realizing that, it scares them, but it also brings them peace. Because deep down, they always knew something about you was different. They just didn't know how to handle it until now. You might feel a sudden calm mixed with anticipation, like something is coming, but you don't know when. That feeling is not false. That is alignment. That is your spirit sensing the shift before it becomes visible. Your soulmate is getting closer, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually. The walls they built are slowly coming down. The distance is no longer growing, it is closing. Stay with me, because the moment they have been resisting is now approaching faster than they realize. They are beginning to imagine a future again. And in that future, you are there. Not as a memory, not as a what if, but as someone they want to build something real with. This thought used to feel impossible to them, but now it feels right. That is how you know the transformation is real. When what once felt confusing starts to feel clear. When what once felt distant starts to feel close. There are signs around you too. Small ones, easy to overlook, but meaningful if you pay attention. Repeating thoughts, unexpected emotions, dreams that feel too real, moments where their name or memory appears without reason. These are not coincidences. These are signals, gentle reminders that something is shifting beneath the surface. Do not scroll away, because what you are experiencing right now is part of something bigger than you can see. Your soulmate feels your absence differently now. Before, they distracted themselves. Now, they sit with it. They feel it. They miss you in ways they didn't allow themselves to before. It shows up in quiet moments, in late nights, in sudden pauses during their day. They wonder where you are, what you are feeling, if you still think about them the way they are now thinking about you. And the answer is yes. Because this connection was never one-sided. It was just unbalanced for a time. And now balance is returning. There is still hesitation, but it is no longer stronger than their desire to reach out. The fear of rejection is slowly being replaced by the fear of losing you forever. And that fear, it is pushing them forward. It is making them reconsider everything. It is bringing them closer to action. If you stay, you will witness how this internal shift turns into something real. You are not waiting for nothing. You are not holding on to an illusion. What you felt was real. What you still feel is real. And what is coming is real too. This is the turning point. The night where something unseen begins to become seen. The moment where silence starts to break. Stay with me, because the next phase of your love story is about to reveal itself in a way you never expected. There is a shift happening even deeper now, something more intense, more undeniable, and your soulmate can no longer pretend they don't feel it. The emotions they once kept controlled are starting to overflow, not in chaos, but in clarity. They are beginning to see your connection for what it truly is, not just a memory, not just a feeling, but a bond that has purpose, a love that carries meaning beyond what they can logically explain. And this realization, it is changing them from the inside. Stay with me, because what is happening in their heart right now is the moment everything begins to align. They are revisiting the past, not to dwell in it, but to understand it. Every moment with you is being replayed, but now through a different lens. They see the way you cared, the way you showed up, the way you loved without conditions. And they are realizing something that humbles them deeply. They didn't fully value it when they had it. That truth is not easy for them to face, but it is necessary. Because this is where growth begins. This is where they stop running and start acknowledging what they truly feel. There is a quiet confession forming inside them. Words they haven't spoken yet, but they are there building, waiting for the right moment to be expressed. They want to tell you that they never stopped thinking about you. That even when they tried to move forward, something kept pulling them back. That your presence stayed with them in ways they could not explain. Do not leave yet, because this silent love confession is getting closer to becoming real. They are also starting to feel your absence as something sacred, not just painful. Because in losing you, even temporarily, they discovered what you truly meant to them. It awakened something inside them that nothing else could. And now, they are not the same person who once hesitated. They are more aware, more open, more willing to face the truth of their own heart. There is a moment approaching, a very specific moment, where they will no longer be able to hold back. It may come suddenly, unexpectedly, at a time you don't see coming. But when it happens, it will carry the weight of everything they have been holding inside. Every unsaid word, every hidden emotion, every realization, it will come forward. Stay with me, because that moment is closer than you think. You might feel your heart racing at times, as if something is about to happen. You might catch yourself thinking about them more than usual, even when you try not to. That is not weakness. That is connection. Your souls are communicating beyond physical space, aligning before the physical world catches up. This is how divine timing works. It moves in ways you cannot control, but you can feel. Your soulmate is also becoming more aware of God's role in this connection. They are starting to see that this was never just about two people. It was about something greater, guiding both of you toward each other. They are beginning to understand that the separation had purpose, that the pain had meaning, that the distance was preparing them for something real. And this understanding is giving them courage. There is still vulnerability, still a part of them that fears how you will respond. But that fear is no longer stopping them, because the truth inside them is stronger now. They would rather take the risk than live with the regret of never trying. And that is where everything changes. If you stay, you will begin to see signs becoming clearer. Not just feelings, but actual movement. Small steps at first, maybe subtle, maybe unexpected, but they will be there. A message, a call, a moment of contact that breaks the silence. And when it happens, it will not feel random. It will feel like something that was meant to happen all along. This connection is moving into a new phase. One where honesty replaces confusion, where courage replaces fear, where truth replaces silence. And your soulmate, they are stepping into that phase, slowly but surely. They are no longer the person who walked away. They are becoming the person who is ready to come back. You are also being prepared. Everything you have gone through, every emotion you have processed, every moment you chose to heal instead of break, it has strengthened you for what is coming. Because this reunion, it is not just about love, it is about growth, alignment, and purpose. Stay with me. Because the next step is not just about them reaching out. It is about both of you stepping into a love that is finally ready to be lived. And now, my beloved soul, we arrive at the moment your heart has been quietly waiting for. The moment where everything that felt uncertain begins to feel clear. Where everything that felt delayed begins to make sense. Where everything that once hurt begins to transform into something beautiful and undeniable. Because tonight was never just a feeling. It was the beginning of a shift that has now reached its peak. Your soulmate is no longer questioning what they feel. They are no longer running from what is real. They are standing face to face with the truth, that you are the one their soul recognizes, the one their heart cannot replace, the one they are being guided back to. There is a powerful emotional release happening within them now. The walls have fallen, the defenses are gone, and what remains is pure, honest emotion. They are no longer trying to protect themselves from love, they are opening themselves to it. And in that openness, they are finally allowing themselves to feel you fully, not as a memory, not as a past connection, but as someone who still holds a place in their present, someone they cannot ignore anymore. Stay with me, because this is the moment where everything becomes real. They are ready to reach out, not in hesitation, not in confusion, but in truth. The message they send, the words they speak, the energy they bring, it will carry everything they have been holding inside. There will be sincerity in their voice, vulnerability in their expression, and a depth that was not there before. Because they are not coming back as the same person. They are coming back changed, awakened, aware of what this connection truly means. You may feel it before it happens. A sudden peace, a quiet certainty, a knowing that something is about to shift. That is your soul recognizing what is already aligning. This is no longer about waiting, this is about receiving. Because what was once delayed is now being delivered. What was once hidden is now being revealed. And what was once uncertain is now becoming undeniable. Do not leave yet, because the final truth of your love story is unfolding right now. Your soulmate has been guided through every lesson, every realization, every emotional breakthrough to reach this point. They have faced their fears, their regrets, their confusion, and they have come out with clarity. They know now what they want. They know now what they lost. And most importantly, they know now what they are willing to fight for. And that is you. This connection was never meant to fade. It was never meant to be forgotten. It was meant to evolve, to grow, to transform into something stronger, something deeper, something real. And now, that transformation is complete. You are no longer two people separated by timing. You are two souls aligned by divine purpose. There is a reunion energy surrounding you now, strong, undeniable, filled with warmth and truth. It is not rushed, it is not forced, it is natural. It flows the way it was always meant to. Conversations will feel different, deeper, more honest. The connection will feel stronger, clearer, more grounded. Because both of you are now ready to hold it. You are stepping into a love that has been tested, refined, and prepared by everything you went through. A love that understands patience. A love that values truth. A love that does not run when things become real, but stays and grows. And this time it will not feel confusing. It will feel right. There is peace in this moment. A deep, calm assurance that everything is falling into place exactly as it should. You are no longer questioning, no longer doubting, no longer wondering if this connection is real. You know it is. You feel it is. And now you are about to see it. Your soulmate is coming back with intention, with honesty, with a heart that is no longer afraid to love you the way you deserve. And when they do, you will recognize it instantly, because it will match the love you have always carried for them. This is your confirmation that the waiting was not in vain. The pain was not meaningless. The silence was not the end. It was all leading to this moment, this shift, this reunion. You are chosen for this love, guided into it, protected within it, and this is your confirmation it is already on its way. Rest in faith. It is done.